Hey guys, this is the Highborn, and in this video we are going to look at Ashes of Creation Alpha 2's bow weapon skills. It is a longbow. There are also short bows, but at the moment of this recording I do not have access to short bows. With that said, let's look at the longbows. First, you will have to choose between two finishers. One is a deadly finisher wound, and the second is a deadly finisher stagger. The first one, 25% chance to trigger wounded on the targeted hits, and the second one, same chance, but instead staggered. To the bottom right, we have critical projectiles 1, 2, and 3. These increase critical strike chance by 1% each. Above that, we have deadly finisher chance 1. These increase the trigger chance of deadly finishers by 10% each. To the left, we have finisher damage 1, 2, and 3. Finishers and deadly finishers damage is increased by 3% for each of these talents taken. At the bottom left, we have power through 1, 2, and 3. These increase all weapon combo attacks penetration by 3%. Next, we have another choice ability. We have Keen Edge, Refreshing Follow-Through, and Ward. These all grant something else on an extended finisher. Keen Edge allows your finishers and extended finishers to have 25% increased crit rating. This bonus also increases to 50% for 10 seconds after casting an ability, and it stacks up to 2 times. Refreshing follow-through. Refreshing follow-through means that after each of your finishers and extended finishers, you will restore 0.5% of your maximum mana plus 10, and after skills, you will also restore the same amount of mana, stacking up to 2 times upon using skills. Ward. Ward increases your block chance, and all of your finishers and deadly finishers guarantee you temp HP. As a ranger or a bow user, you probably do not want ward. On the bottom right and on the bottom left, we have the same thing. These are weapon training, disable duration, weapon training penetration, weapon training critical damage, and weapon training critical hit avoidance. These all increases their corresponding effects by 5%. So disable duration, penetration, crit damage, and crit avoidance. After that, we have weapon proc duration 1, 2, and 3. These all increases the weapon's proc effects by 15%. The duration of those effects, rather. Then we have damage focus 1, 2, and 3. These all increases all weapon combo damages by 1%. Above, we have another multiple choice. Deadly extended finisher wound and deadly extended finisher 1. These both have a 25% chance to be triggered, and one applies staggered to the targeted hits, and the other one applies wounded. At the bottom left and bottom right, we have another multi-choice abilities, but these are, as usual, passive. This is disable duration, penetration, crit damage, and crit avoidance, all increasing by 5%. On the top right, we have deadly extended finisher chance 1, 2, and 3. Deadly extended finishers have an increased trigger chance by 10% for each point taken in this little side tree. On the left, we have finisher damage 1, 2, and 3. It means that extended finishers and deadly extended finishers damage is increased by 3% for each point taken. Then we have the final capstone ability, Rhythmic Swings, Crushing Blows, and Inner Fire. Rhythmic Swings, every finisher, extended finisher, increases your chance of deadly finisher or deadly extended finisher by 25%, and it stacks up to 2 times. crushing blows, finishers, extended finishers, deadly finishers, and deadly extended finishers have 10% increased base damage and 10% increased critical damage. And finally, Inner Fire. Finisher and extended finishers increase your health regen, mana regen, and stamina regen by 0.05% of your max HP per 1 per tick. Stacks up to 2 times. Deadly finishers, deadly extended finishers grant 2 stacks and restore an additional 1% max HP, mana, and stamina. On the right, we have Heartseeker. It's a deadly extended finisher that is a deadly extended finisher immediately after a deadly finisher applies bleeding to the target. And your next ability within 10 seconds has a 5% increased accuracy, 5% increased damage, and 10% increased critical damage. This bonus doubles against bleeding targets. We can further upgrade it to the bottom by Heartseeker Flexible Finishers. A deadly extended finisher immediately after finisher applies bleeding to the target. Your next ability, Hit within 10 seconds, has a 5% increased accuracy, increased damage, and 10% increased critical damage to those doubled against bleeding targets. It becomes a supreme Heartseeker when combined with Heartseeker Flexible Extended Finisher. We also have Heartseeker Flexible Extended Finishers. Any extended finisher immediately after a deadly extended finisher applies bleeding to the target. Your next ability, Hit within 10 seconds, has a 5% increased accuracy, 5% increased damage, and 10% increased crit damage. Those bonuses doubled against bleeding targets. It becomes a supreme Heartseeker when combined with Heartseeker Flexible Finishers. On the left, we have the final 3 talents. Bullseye. Your deadly finishers, deadly extended finishers empower your next ability, dealing finisher or deadly extended finisher used the next 5 seconds within 25 bonus critical hit chance. To the bottom, we have Inspiring Bullseye. Bullseye now applies to your party members within 35 meters, and we have Double Bullseye. Bullseye is now stacks up to 2 times. Bullseye still applies to, but no longer consumed by, deadly extended finishers. This was the Longbow weapon tree as of the 3rd of November. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.